I think, and I'm just being honest. I'm not. It's nothing against those type of women. It's just it's literally just being honest enough and being transparent to ask those questions and to say, okay, why am I feeling like this? Why am I feeling like I'm being looked over, or I'm not being rewarded, or it's just no reason to take this walk. Like, it's not beneficial to take this walk. Um, it's okay to ask those questions. It's okay to have those feelings. And I think those type of things strengthen your relationship with God, because when you get in his word and you realize what he's saying, you know that sometimes you're not capable of living that experience that she's living. Some things that he's shielding you from.
Uh-huh.
And you have to you have to be okay with that. And so when I looked at it that way, I'm just like, God, I don't have to, because I'm not I don't have a lot of experience dating. That's one thing I don't have a lot of experience doing. And then I realized, I'm just like, who wants to go through 6, 7, 8, 9 relationships and heartbreaks? And I'm not saying like that's fine, but I think sometimes God is rewarding me by shielding me from a lot of things, and a lot of just being exposed to a lot of things that I don't need to be exposed to, and some experiences I don't need to have. um,
Mm-hmm.
and so, because I think sometimes that can taint your outlook and your perspective on things, and just discourage you. So I had to kind of shift my perspective, and I try to tell my friends all the time. I'm just like, your walk and your journey and your purpose, it has been just created for you in such a way that God is protecting you. He's looking out for you. Don't ever feel like you're not, like, why is this person getting that? Why is that person getting that? Or why do they have this and I don't have that? You don't know what they did to get that. You don't know what they're doing to keep it. So
Yes.
you just have to be lasered in on him, and knowing that, okay, God, you said if I ask you for X, Y, and Z, you'll give it to me. You
Mm-hmm.
said, like, you really have to just really turn your faith up a notch,
Yeah.
really, and just know that, okay, I'm gonna trust him, I'm gonna believe him. He's prepared this way for me, and I'm gonna get everything that I need to get. Like, some things, just because you want it doesn't mean that you need to have it. So I
Yes.
think that's something that we also have to remember. But I love that you pointed all of that out, because I think for me especially, just in that season of, okay, I've surrendered it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm walking on faith. I've given it up, but now it's the waiting season for me, and it's just like,
Yeah.
God, come on, like, I'm gonna be 29 in a few months. Like, I'm trying to have some of this stuff together before I get to 30. And
But that's society, though. Society told us that there were things
yeah,
that we needed to do by 30. But also, I think social media, it has its good, a lot of pros, but it also has its cons because we are only seeing people's highlight reels, right?
oh yeah,
So even when, and I can do this because I was just looking on Twitter about this. Sweetie and Quavo broke up.
right,
Everybody was like, "Oh my God!" Like he giving her. I think he bought her a Tesla. I can't remember the exact car, but he bought her a car or something like that. And I
yeah,
remember being like, "Oh my gosh!" Like, yes, she went in, and I was like, "Wait, but why he get it? Why did he buy her that car?" And so I just kind of like stayed there. I don't know their business, so I didn't know. And then she kind of released yesterday that he had been doing stuff, and so I think about that often when
mm-hmm,
relationships played out on social media. And we're like, God, why don't I have that? Why don't I have that? Because she came out and said that you were intimate with other women. And to a girl that is looking at her lifestyle and saying, I want that, they have no idea the hurt that she's experiencing right now. There's a cost with some of that stuff.
yep,
And God loves us so much that he's like, actually, I don't want you to be ruined for the one that I have for you. So I would
mm-hmm,
rather you stay in this single place. And yes, you can do all this stuff. It doesn't make sense that you have this career and all this stuff like that and you don't have someone yet. But what if I'm preparing him? What if you're not ready for him? What if you meet him today and you ruin this thing? It's like, I think sometimes we check off all these boxes, but are we really working on ourselves? Are we
yeah,
really trying to make sure that we heal from the trauma that we grew up with, or we heal from the situations that we had in the past? Are we really taking the time to do that, or are we just asking, but not making room or preparing a space for that?
yeah,
Have we even told God what exactly we want? Have we been very specific about that thing yet? And so I think that is what I always tell my friends that are like, I don't understand, and why does this happen? And I'm like, first off, don't look at social media and compare. Yeah, they're cute. But I have even had friends that have been going through things in their relationships. I'm talking about the man just cheated. And they have posted something on Valentine's Day just to placate whatever was happening in their relationship. And someone looked at that and said, oh my gosh, I want that. No, you don't. Be
Right.
careful what you're asking for. Be careful who you even say your goals are, because you have no idea what people are experiencing. So I think sometimes social media can really make us think that all these people are living these certain types of life without a cost. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes we have to say, you see that, you say, God, you want that. And I hope, I want what they have or what it looks like they have. Could you prepare me for that? Could you make room and space in my life for me to have that? Could you heal whatever is in me that would ruin that if that was to walk in my life today? I always say it all the time. Because people ask me, if the person came in your life right now, ready to get married, what would you do? Like, I personally would be like, give me a month or two. Like, I
Yeah.
don't got it yet. I'm not
I,
there.
I'm over here
It,
like I'm scared.
like, I am not ready. I'm
Yeah.
not ready for half the things that I'm asking God for. And so
Hmm.
that's why when I'm asking for these things, I also ask to be prepared for them, because a lot of times we ask for things and don't know what that preparation season will look like. Because
Yeah.
when you are asking to be prepared, you're also asking to go through things for you to learn lessons so that you can be prepared for what's coming. So when you say that, prepare me, God, but also like protect me in that and give me clarity in this season. Let me know that what I'm doing matters. Like, let me, even if I'm not getting anything tangibly in my life, let me see the intangible growth that's happening when I'm asking for these things. And so
Mm.
I think that can be helpful. It's still hard, yeah, but I think knowing that there's a truth behind people's posts all the time
Oh yeah.
will definitely help to be like, okay, I can wait a little longer, because I don't want to be out here in 2, 3 more relationships and get hurt, and then I'll be over it completely.
Right.
So prepare me, God, by keeping me this way. If he ain't it, don't send him. I'm tired of it. So
No, that's
Lord.
so true. That's so true. And I always I have to reassure myself and tell my friends, I'm like, okay, God knows me. He knows like 3 or 4 bad ones, I'm done. Like it's over with. Like I'm not even Tracy Ellis Ross me. Like that's it.
Period.
Like
Some
that's
women
it.
can't take that. They can't
Right.
free fall like I can't. I don't see how people do the bounce back, especially after they don't have to delete the pictures. Then come back.
Yes,
It ain't never been me. It take one time, and I'm like, you won't see another until I'm married.
that's
That's
it. That's
it.
it. So yeah, that's definitely that's girl, that's a word. Okay. Well, the I guess the last thing for me is when I'm an attorney, so I like to do this whole both sides thing.
Okay, attorney, black girl magic on this call.
I like to see both sides of things. And I think one of the things that we always say, or just we hear a lot, is you know, once you just kind of you start experiencing growth. One of the things that we hear is, I'm just outgrowing people in this season, or I'm purging, and you start letting people go, things go. Or just we're in different seasons. It's like the spiritual take when a friendship doesn't work out, like, or a relationship doesn't work out. It's like these spiritual things. Oh yeah, we're just in different season, or God is taking me to a new season, and that may be true. But I think what happens, or just how do you handle when you're the person being outgrown, or just when you're the person being purged, or when you're on the other side of that, like when somebody is releasing you because they're going into their next season. How do you handle being on the receiving end of that?
Ooh, that is. Mm, I think one thing about healing is you start realizing the part you played in certain situations.
Mm,
And so being self-aware enough to know that there were moments that you were toxic, there were moments where people needed to let you go, there were moments that people needed to hurt you. That's not a great feeling, but it also helps you in understanding what has happened to you.
mm-hmm.
So by that I mean you understand that people got to let you go because you have healed to the point where you understand that you need to let go of people. And so I think it happens in tandem sometimes, but you have to be self-aware enough to know that you're not perfect and that you do mess up too. And
Mm-hmm.
that there are going to be moments in your life that there are moments where I've seen God has told me to let go of somebody and I didn't. and we became toxic for each other. So we needed to outgrow and purge each other.